Welcome back to Nature, where we not only share heartwarming stories, but also explore the wondrous beauty of the world around us. Have you ever wondered, besides familiar birds like pigeons or parrots, what other birds make the world more mysterious and beautiful? Join me in discovering the most beautiful birds on the planet, nature's pearls that you may never have heard of. Prepare for a magical journey through the magnificent birds where each species carries its own unique story and beauty. Peafowl, also known as the peafowl, are one of the most remarkable birds in the natural world. Their most distinctive feature is their long, vibrant tail feathers with eye-catching colors such as turquoise, yellow, and green. This plumage not only helps male peacocks attract mates, but also symbolizes beauty and power in nature. When a male peacock spreads its tail, it forms a huge, magnificent fan, each tail feather like a dazzling jewel. This not only attracts mates, but also demonstrates the strength and health of the male. Peacocks live in flocks and often migrate across large areas such as forests or grasslands. Although they can fly, they primarily move by walking. Peacocks are also very vigilant and capable of protecting themselves from predators. Thanks to their magnificent plumage, which creates illusions, disorienting predators. Beyond its physical beauty, the peacock also holds profound cultural and religious significance. In many cultures, they are symbols of prosperity, good fortune, and immortality. Peacock feathers are considered a precious gift that brings protection and good luck. In Western culture, peacocks are also seen as symbols of beauty and pride. The quetzal bird possesses a vibrant plumage with striking green and red colors. In particular, the quetzal's long tail feathers can reach nearly 1 meter in length, creating a vibrant, striking streak of color in the rainforest. Their feathers are not only beautiful, but also have a glossy sheen that reflects light, making them a magical sight as they fly through the forest canopy. The quetzal bird is not only famous for its beauty, but also holds special cultural significance for ancient civilizations. In Mayan culture, quetzal is a symbol of freedom, immortality, and the connection between the human and divine worlds. Quetzal is also considered the bird of Quetzalcoatl, one of the most important gods in Mayan mythology, known for his wisdom, creativity, and compassion. The plumage of the quetzal bird also held great value in the religious rituals and traditions of the Maya people. The quetzal is a bird that lives in tropical forests, particularly the rainforests of Central America, including countries such as Guatemala, Honduras, and Mexico. These birds prefer to live in pristine, quiet areas, undisturbed by the noise of the outside world. Quetzal birds are mostly solitary or in pairs during the breeding season, and they are very secretive when building nests and raising their young. Quetzal birds are incredibly skilled flyers, often soaring through dense foliage in search of food such as fruit, insects, and even small lizards. Their agility and flexibility in moving through dense forests are among the factors that help them survive in such a challenging environment. Quetzal is not only a beautiful bird, but also a symbol of freedom and strength. In Mayan culture, this bird represents noble values such as personal freedom, inner strength, and the ability to overcome life's challenges. It is also considered a symbol of prosperity and happiness. From a broader perspective, quetzal is also a symbol of nature and environmental protection. Because this bird can only live in pristine tropical forests, its survival is also linked to the protection and conservation of important ecosystems. Therefore, protecting tropical forests is extremely important to ensure the survival of this bird species. Conservation organizations are actively working to protect quetzal birds, restore their habitat, and minimize threats from humans. Preserve areas and national parks in Central America play a vital role in maintaining a healthy and sustainable quetzal population. The flamingo, one of the most beautiful and easily recognizable birds, is distinguished by its long legs, gracefully curved neck, and characteristic pink plumage. The first thing that impresses us when we see a flamingo is its graceful appearance. With their long, slender legs, flamingos move gracefully in wetlands or saltwater lakes. Their necks curve gracefully, bending with each movement, creating an image that is both strong and elegant. The most striking color of the flamingo is its distinctive pink plumage, created by a diet rich in carotenoids from algae and insects in its habitat. This coloration intensifies as the bird matures, creating an elegant and sophisticated appearance. Flamingos have a very unique feeding habit. They often stand on one leg and bend down to suck water through their long, curved beaks. Flamingo's beak is designed to filter food from water, primarily algae, insects, and small organisms. Flamingos can stand in deep water without sinking. They use their long legs to stand firmly in the muddy environment, constantly moving from place to place in search of food. Flamingos are very social birds, living in large flocks. Flamingo herds can number in the thousands, creating a spectacular sight as they move or forage together. This behavior not only helps them protect each other from predators, but also helps maintain efficient reproduction. During the breeding season, flamingo pairs typically build nests together, care for the eggs and young, forming a close-knit community that helps them survive in the wild. Flamingo birds are admired not only for their beauty, but also for the profound meanings they convey. In culture, flamingo is a symbol of luxury and elegance. They are beloved birds in art and design, often appearing in paintings, decorative objects, and fashion products. Their graceful appearance evokes a sense of calm, relaxation, and vibrant colors, captivating many nature lovers. Flamingos primarily live in wetlands, saltwater lakes, or swamps. These areas provide abundant food sources and an ideal environment for flamingos to live in. However, their habitat is now threatened by pollution and climate change. Human activities such as reclaiming wetlands and exploiting saltwater have had a significant impact on the flamingo population. Therefore, many conservation organizations are working to protect their habitat in order to maintain the sustainable development of this bird species. Conservatories and national parks in Central America play a crucial role in maintaining a healthy and sustainable flamingo population. The mandarin duck, also known as the mandarin duck, is one of the most beautiful water birds in the world. With its vibrant and colorful plumage, this bird has always attracted attention and served as a source of inspiration in numerous works of art, culture, and even religious ceremonies. The first thing that makes the mandarin duck stand out is its vibrant plumage and diverse colors. Their feathers combine shades of red, orange, yellow, and blue, creating a vibrant tapestry of colors. In particular, male mandarin ducks have stunning plumage during the breeding season, with long, silky, and colorful feathers on their necks and heads. These feathers are not only beautiful, but also serve the function of attracting mates during the breeding season. The mandarin duck's coloration also changes with the seasons and its age. During the breeding season, male birds will display their most vibrant plumage to showcase their strength and health in order to attract females. The mandarin duck is a bird that lives primarily in humid forest areas and ponds in its natural habitat. They prefer to live in quiet, undisturbed areas. Mandarin ducks are social birds. but they can also live in pairs or sometimes alone, depending on the breeding season. A prominent characteristic of the mandarin duck's behavior is its fidelity. One of the most striking characteristics of this bird species is that they typically choose a single mate throughout the breeding season and can maintain this relationship for life. This makes the mandarin duck a symbol of enduring love and loyalty in nature. The mandarin duck is not only remarkable in nature but also holds deep cultural significance. In many cultures, particularly in China and Japan, the mandarin duck is considered a symbol of love and fidelity. In art, they are often depicted in paintings, pottery, and decorations, expressing beauty and romance. Mandarin ducks also appear in traditional festivals, where they are considered lucky mascots, bringing happiness to couples and families. Mandarin ducks primarily inhabit moist forests, ponds, and quiet rivers. These areas provide abundant food sources and an ideal environment for mandarin ducks to live in. Although a relatively common bird in the wild, the mandarin duck still faces certain threats from habitat loss and hunting. Their habitat is being threatened by human development, causing their numbers to decline. Animal conservation organizations are working to protect the mandarin duck, ensuring that it will not become extinct in the future. Mandarin ducks are migratory birds. However, unlike other migratory birds, mandarin ducks do not migrate far and usually only move within their nearby habitats during the winter. Mandarin ducks are highly adaptable to a wide range of habitats, from freshwater lakes to saltwater areas. The tuco tucan, the striking beak of the rainforest. Deep inside the lush rainforests of South America, there is a bird that instantly catches your attention, even from a distance. You can recognize it right away. This bird is called the tuco tucan, a creature that looks both unusual and incredibly beautiful. But what people notice first is not its feathers. It is the giant, colorful beak, a beak that almost looks too large for its body. And yet, that very feature is what makes this bird unforgettable. The beak of a tuco tucan can grow up to 20 centimeters long, and surprisingly, even though it looks massive, it is actually very light. Inside the beak, there is no solid bone. Instead, it has a honeycomb-like structure. This clever design keeps the beak strong, but incredibly lightweight. Because of that, the toucan can still move easily through the trees. The colors of the beak are just as impressive. Bright orange, vivid yellow, and a bold black tip. Against the green forest background, it looks almost like a piece of living art. But the beak is not just for show. It helps the toucan reach food on high branches, crack open tough seeds, and sometimes even communicate with other birds. Victoria crowned pigeon. Deep in the humid forests of New Guinea, there lives a bird that looks almost like a king of the wild. This is the Victoria crowned pigeon. The first thing people notice is the incredible crest on its head. Soft feathers spread outward like a delicate crown, giving the bird a truly royal appearance. Its deep blue feathers make it even more striking. Under sunlight, the colors shimmer gently, almost like polished jewels. When this bird walks through the forest, Its movements are calm, slow, and graceful. Despite its majestic appearance, the Victoria crowned pigeon is actually very gentle. They usually live in pairs, building nests together and raising their chicks side by side. In a world where survival is often harsh, this quiet partnership is something beautiful. The Victoria crowned pigeon reminds us that true beauty in nature is not only about appearance, but also about peace, loyalty, and connection. Lyrebird, the master musician of the forest. Deep in the forests of Australia, there lives a bird that sounds almost unbelievable. This is the lyrebird. What makes it extraordinary is its ability to copy sounds, not just other birds, but sometimes even things from the human world. A camera shutter, a car alarm, even the buzz of machinery. Its voice becomes a living recording of the forest. But the lyrebird has another secret. During the mating season, the male spreads his long tail feathers. The shape looks like an ancient lyre instrument, which is how the bird got its name. As it sings and moves, the feathers rise above its body like a living crown. In nature, many animals survive through strength, but the lyrebird shows us something different. Sometimes, the most powerful thing in nature is creativity. Snowy owl, the silent spirit of the Arctic. Across the frozen lands of the Arctic, a white shadow moves through the snow. This is the snowy owl. Its bright white feathers blend perfectly with the winter landscape. Not just beautiful, but a brilliant survival strategy. With sharp golden eyes, this owl can detect the slightest movement, even in low light. And when it flies, its wings move almost silently. The snowy owl reminds us of something simple. In nature, survival is not always about speed or strength. Sometimes it is about patience, focus, and perfect timing. Kagu, the rare bird of New Caledonia. Deep in the forests of New Caledonia lives a bird found nowhere else on Earth. This is the kagu, with soft gray feathers and a delicate crest on its head. It looks calm, almost elegant. Unlike most birds, the kagu cannot fly. Instead, it moves quickly across the forest floor, searching for insects and small creatures. quiet, rare, and found in only one place on the planet. The kagu reminds us of something important. Sometimes the most extraordinary life is not the loudest or strongest, but the one that quietly survives against the odds. Golden pheasant, a flash of color in the forest. Deep in the forests of China, a bird appears like a living flame. This is the golden pheasant. Its bright golden crest, fiery red body, and long flowing tail make it one of the most colorful birds on earth. It rarely flies far. Instead, it moves quickly through dense forest shadows. Quiet, hidden, but impossible to forget once seen. The golden pheasant reminds us of something simple. Sometimes nature doesn't whisper beauty. Sometimes it paints it in brilliant color. Harpy eagle, the silent king of the rainforest. High above the tropical rainforest, a powerful shadow moves through the trees. This is the harpy eagle, with a fierce crest, massive wings, and razor-sharp talons. It is one of the strongest birds of prey on Earth. From the canopy, it watches quietly, then strikes in a single, powerful moment. In the wild, strength matters, but the harpy eagle shows something deeper. True dominance in nature comes from patience, precision, and perfect timing. Red-crowned crane, the bird of grace. Across the quiet wetlands of East Asia, a tall white bird walks slowly through the mist. This is the red-crowned crane with pure white feathers and a bright red crown. It moves with calm, elegant steps. For centuries, people have seen this bird as a symbol of long life and good fortune. When cranes dance together in the water, the moment feels almost timeless. The red-crowned crane reminds us of something simple. True beauty is not loud. Sometimes it moves slowly with grace and peace.
Observation. As a
Kingfisher, the master of precision. By the edge of a quiet river, a flash of blue cuts through the air. This is the kingfisher, small, bright, and unbelievably precise. With sharp eyes, it watches the water below. Then, in a single moment, it dives. One quick strike, and the fish is gone. The kingfisher reminds us of something powerful. In nature, survival isn't always about size. Sometimes it's about focus, speed, and perfect timing. And that brings us to the end of our journey. Today, we explored some of the most beautiful birds on Earth, each one with its own story and its own kind of wonder. Nature reminds us that beauty appears in many different forms. If one of these birds amazed you, tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoy discovering the wonders of the animal world, don't forget to like and subscribe. because there are still many incredible creatures waiting to be discovered